Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us. It is Tuesday, can you believe already? Hope you had a brilliant Easter weekend. If you had all of the bank holiday weekend off, well, good for you. No, only joking. I had 3 of the 4 days off, yeah. But hopefully you had a brilliant weekend and hopefully you managed to catch some of the brilliant shows we had right across the weekend. But we're back in. It is Tuesday and a very exciting Tuesday we've got lined up for you as well. This week's going to be awesome actually because we have got some of our favourite crafty friends joining us right throughout the week. Faces who you may know, faces who you may not have met before. But let me just tell you, after you've been with us this week, you will have made some new crafty friends. You'll have found out about some amazing new products and some amazing companies, and no doubt you will have shopped for those goodies as well. Today is super exciting. We've got launch party a little bit later on tonight, so Craig is going to be in later for launch party with me live at 5, and we've got the return of the graceful plumes, which I know was really popular last week. We've also got celebrate the good times as well, so we'll be looking at those in more detail a little bit later on. He's also going to be on straight after this wake up call show as well. So once we finish this show, I'll remind you again at the end, but you need to refresh your feed and you'll be able to watch Craig in Craft Together, where he's going to be looking at the template. The middle show is the Craft House, which should tell you when we go into the Craft House, we always have a fantastic guest. And you'll see in just a few moments' time, this fantastic guest has brought some fantastic product. We are welcoming back Hayley from the Dreamies today. And all I'll say before I get her in is if you see something that you like, make sure you shop very quickly, because you'll know when we're bringing back in our crafty friends, these third parties, stocks aren't huge. And actually today we've done something I don't think we've done for a very long time. We have got a buy the show option for you because we are that confident you're going to love everything. We've got a buy the show option, however, not for everybody. So if you see something you like, make sure you grab it. We're going to preview everything which is coming up in the Craft House at 2 in this Wake Up Call show. And she is here. I can't believe it. It's been, I think, at least 2 or 3 years. The lovely Hayley, come on in from the Dreamies.
Hello.
How are you?
Yes, I'm good, thank you.
Good to see you.
I've got my step. I'm your height.
Yes. Oh, you shouldn't have said. Then people would have thought, oh, that Hayley, she's
grown.
Tall. Yeah, she's grown a little bit. Look at everything we've got here. And we'll talk about this in just a second. I'm aware a lot of people will know you because you were here. When did you say you were here last? It was in
2022.
2022. Unbelievable.
I know.
And obviously you're elsewhere in the crafty world, but we were mentioning you yesterday. A lot of our viewers were getting very excited because they don't know about you, don't know about Dreamies. So just tell us a little bit about Dreamies.
Well, we started, I was 18, I just finished college, and I thought, do you know what, I just want to start a craft business. I was doing it alongside my university work, so it was Open University in the UK, so it's kind of studying at home, and I just thought, do you know what, there's never going to be a better time to start a business than when I'm this young and with no responsibility, no mortgage, no bills. So that's when I started it, and it started with just a stamp range. We were CD-ROMs back then, it was that long ago. And then it gradually snowballed. Eventually we got into MDF, which was when it really skyrocketed, and we just couldn't keep pace with anything. And then it's dies, stamps. We've got obviously a lot of embellishments now, and it's really just grown and grown over the years. And it's my passion. It's my little baby.
And that's the thing, isn't it? We'll notice today, because you say MDF, obviously a lot of people know you for MDF, and there is MDF within like the buy the show option today, but you've got lots of different things today, from papers to dies and more, haven't you?
Yeah, so we've got some of our unique sentiments as well. So we've got the recipe stamps. So they're kind of like a little verse that's for mum, dad. You've got crafting recipes, love recipes, bit of everything. We've got some sentiment stamps, some flowers, because obviously we do flowers on everything.
Yeah.
Some embellishments, pearls we recently went into, and they're again a staple. We've got some tools. Yeah, a bit of everything. I
love the fact as well, you'll see this all like close up as we go through the show. We take you through everything, because this massive buy the show bundle you can buy in smaller blocks if you like. You've got a lot of, now you pronounce this differently to me, Sisal. I say Sisal.
That's the correct way.
You say
Sisal.
Sisal, 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 Sisal. Let's call the whole thing off. But you've got loads of Sisal as well, in loads of different colours I've not seen before.
Yeah, 9 different colours. So typically you'll see it in the natural colour. And again, if you've got your sparkle sprays, any of your mica sprays and things like that, you can change the colour of it. But then all the different colours, it was great for Easter. You know, if you're making Easter bonnets and little nests, it was perfect. So again, that'll come around next year. But also just great for little stuffing if you're doing little crates and things, which we've got on the show, and if you're doing little bundles to maybe gift, cello bagging them up or anything like that.
As I say, more detail, we'll go into everything, but you've got cute little MDF figures, which we'll talk more about. Sort of smaller, and you were saying before the show, actually, a lot of people prefer like the more sort of Diddy MDF makes that you're doing now.
Yeah, that's it, because it's a little compact thing and it's not massive to store. It's a nice little decoration maybe on your mantelpiece or something, and again, great for gifting. So if you are making to sell as well, which you've got a full angel policy with us, you can make them, maybe like I say, cello wrap them up and sell them on, maybe fill them with flowers, things like that.
There's stamps you're going to absolutely love. The verses are just brilliant. We'll touch on these in more detail in just a moment, but you've basically come up with some beautiful recipes, haven't you, depending on what kind of like craft you're into?
Yes, so we've got the sewing recipe, knitter, colorist and paper crafter as well, so perfect for all your different crafty friends. Plus then we've got a generic just a crafter recipe, which I think just says us all to a T. It's got like a 10-inch square to work in, which we all know that's pushing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
10 inches.
Yeah. Papers galore as well, and obviously you've also brought us the cute little tools as well, the pickup tools.
Yeah, pearl pickup tools, yeah, for our little boxes of pearls. So we've got nice ranges in black and white of the pearls, and again with your Spectrum Noir pens you can change the colour of your pearls, so it's a real nice starter bundle if you're getting into Dreamies crafting.
Say a few quick hellos and then we'll get into this, as I say, in complete detail, but this is everything. This is the whole by the show. Pamela joins us saying, good morning, Hayley and Ben, and the CC Creative community. Julie Palmer joins us. Louise Burton, one of our newer viewers, is in. And Sheila K. Bright says, good morning, everyone from South Carolina. Melanie D's in Florida. She says she's very excited about the show.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so excited, says Trudy, to see what Dreamies are all about. I was saying this to you before the show because we've got a lot of people who are excited that you're back, but we've obviously got a lot of new viewers since you were here last time. And I know you're huge here in the UK, but perhaps a lot of our US viewers will be seeing you for the first time. So it's quite exciting, isn't it?
It is exciting, yeah. There's so much stuff that I can show you that maybe you've never seen before, or maybe it'll just add additionally to your Crafter's Companion makes and things like that. It'll all gel really nicely with what you already enjoy about crafting.
Diane joins us from New Hampshire, and Shazza says, good morning, I'm looking forward to the show. I have several Dreamies products. I've followed them from the beginning. So get your comments in. Let's welcome Hayley if you've not seen Hayley and Dreamies before. And as we go through the show, let us know what you are shopping for. Maybe we can tempt you as we go through it all to the Buy the Show. The Buy the Show is the best option where you're going to be saving more money if you go for everything. But let's get ready to move. You go that way, and then I go that way, and get ready to show a picture and nobody will see. By the magic of TV, watch this. There you go, see, and then we walk and nobody knows. Very professional. This is the Buy the Show bundle. It shows everything, just giving you a really, really quick overview of everything that you're going to be getting in this bundle. But as you can see on the screen there, you're going to be getting all of the recipe stamps, you're getting your dies in there as well, you're getting all of your paper pads, of which there are 3, all of your beautiful tools in there as well. You've got your pearls, you've got your sentiments, you've got all of that Sisal, and you've also got your cute little mini projects as well. So there's so much to love about this collection. If you do want to pick and choose, obviously as we go through the show, we'll put up the relevant details for you for everything that you can go for individually. I suppose it depends where your budget lies, but what I will say is, and you guys will know, if you've been watching over the last few weeks when we've welcomed in our crafty friends, products disappear very, very quickly, don't they? So if you see something that you like, please shop. You know, like yesterday we were talking about, you know, about quantities of like 200, 300, 400, 500. We've got nowhere near that today. So it's first come, first served. You're going to love everything on the show, I'm sure. So keep the comments coming through. Rosalind has just joined us saying, good morning from Maryland, everyone. Great to see that the Dreamies are back. And Jyoti says, ooh, I cannot wait to see these lovely bargains. So this is the price for the Buy the Show bundle, £200 or $280. That obviously is your free shipping as well. You can see the saving that you're making, so it should be nearly £220, over $300. And remember, everyone pays the same price with our third parties. You do get that really, really big discount. So as I say, jump in and shop whilst we've got all of the stock available. We're going to break it down. First up, I believe, we are going to have a look at these amazing recipe stamps. And these are super cute. When I saw these this morning on the list, I wasn't quite sure what to sort of expect, really. And what you have got is not what I expected. It's brilliant, Hayley.
Right, so this collection then, we've got 3 collections of recipes.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to show you it's the crafting recipes first. So we've got the recipe of a colourist in here, recipe of a sewist, a knitter and a paper crafter.
Cute.
So this is just a printout of them all, but you'll be able to see same size in stamps as well.
Yeah.
Clear stamps as you would expect, so you can see exactly where you stamp in. Normal photopolymer, really high quality. But if we wanted to read, shall we go for the recipe of a paper crafter?
Yeah.
A few thousand sheets of cardstock, 20 magnetic sheets filled with dies, and at least 5 boxes full of stamps and inks. Scissors, tweezers, lace, pearls, glue, glitter, embossing powder and bows make endless hours of crafting fun.
I love it. That's really cute.
But obviously you've got a few for all your different crafty friends. So if you've got sewing friends, knitting friends, obviously colouring, we all adore colouring.
Yeah.
And then additionally, you've then got your family recipes. So we've got our brother, sister, mum and dad. So again, just really cute if you're sending them to your family, obviously. If we go for a recipe of a brother,
yeah.
A cup of respect and a pint of patience with a sprinkling of trust, fun, support and generosity, finished with a helping of love.
Ah, that's what my sister would definitely say about me.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, I imagine so.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose we could have been a bit more realistic.
Maybe that's
Not about
next
you.
time. Yeah, I'm going to say, God, she's been back 5 minutes. I tell you what.
Yeah, I haven't got a brother, so
Oh, right, there you
I'm
go.
just thinking brothers are nice, but maybe not. And then finally, we've got our simple recipes. So this was the first collection, and this is kind of a range. So you've got a recipe of love, friendship, birthday, and a crafter. So obviously the crafter is my favourite in here, which is a shelf of glitters and powders, 4 drawers of special card, with a tub of offcuts to the side, 5 binders or so of dies of stamps, 3 jars of butterflies, brads and bows with a 10-inch square to work in.
That's
Which
so
again is
cute.
generous.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's probably downplaying, isn't it, what we've actually got in our stash?
Well, we were doing pictures yesterday, actually, of people's craft rooms, and yeah, probably downplaying it just a little bit. But I love the fact that you've gone with like friendship and love, and obviously all the crafts in there as well. Great for home decor pieces, these, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you are doing maybe a plaque or something, and again, got full angel policy, so if you do want to make and sell, absolutely welcome to, and you can obviously make them endlessly because they're a tool. It's not consumable. You can just keep stamping, and just make as much as you like. So
you're getting, it's 4 within each set, isn't it?
It is, yes.
So 12 stamps in total, £37 and 2p if you are here in the UK, 51.27 if you're shopping in the US. But remember, this is a difficult one, right? Because if you're liking things, you might want to go, right, I'm going to get in basket to get it checked out because there isn't huge stocks. But if you do look at everything and think, I like it all, there is that buy the show option as well. So just think about that. Hi to Pamela, who says, this is all new to me, so I'm going to be glued to see what it is all about. And let's have a look at our next collection. So stamps into dies next, Hayley.
Yes, so we've got our Lavish oval die set here. So you're getting 4 dies in this one. So this is an outer edge, kind of a detail, then you've got a solid oval and then your detail in the middle as well. So it's a really nice sized die as well. And I've got a couple of boards just to show you all.
Yeah.
Well, it's not all the different ways that you can use it, but just so you can see how you can interchange, obviously using everything separately, make yourself some apertures. Or if you then want to, if we bring this one in, then we've used both together there, so you can make just a nice cameo frame. But this is all the detail that when you put them together.
Yeah.
And then if we flip that over, it stays within your cardstock if you want it to. Again, this part stays within your card if you wanted to. Again, we're just past Easter, but I think that makes a really nice Easter egg if you wanted it to. And then finally, if you're using all of the pieces together, you can create some really nice decorative frames there. And then if I bring this in, just white on white,
that's very
it's gorgeous.
classy.
And especially because you can see all of those little bits of detail in there.
Is how many dies are within each set?
4.
Okay, so there's loads of different combos as you've just shown there. Do you know what? As much as I love all singing, all dancing cards, like all white cards like that are so super classy. And again, how nice to have the ovals and that label in there as well, which we're going to have a look at next.
This is me not thinking what I'm doing. I'm thinking everything's separate still. It's like, you get this one as well.
Yeah.
So then you've got the same sort of concept, except obviously label shaped, and again 4 dies in each, so you're getting 8 dies in total. And again, if you think about doing them as apertures, and then we've got so much decorative detail on this one. So if I flip that over, you can see
Oh, wow.
it's such a nice intricate cut to that.
Yeah.
And again, obviously, it stays within your cardstock if you want it to. So a really nice little fancy frame there. I mean, if you're stamping in the centre of that, and maybe you're thinking you are making to sell, you've not got to do too much to it, and that'll just be a little bit of detail on your card itself. And then finally, if you want some frames, and again, just a nice little decorative plaque there as well.
I feel like your recipe stamps will work really nicely with these frames as well, wouldn't they?
Yes, they do. I think, I've got one here. So if you want to stamp your recipes in the middle, then they fit perfectly. Or if you did want to chop it down, because you've got straight edges, you can then make the label slightly shorter in width. So if you did want to make it into a little a hexagon sort of style plaque, you could do that as well.
And these sort of dies, again, we chat about these all the time here on Crafters TV. They're so handy to have, aren't they? They're like your bread and butter dies, really, aren't they? Yeah,
absolutely. And they make really nice easel cards as well. I think, I'm making it in my demo, but if you did want to do a shaped card and make it into a nice oval shape or label-shaped easel, you can do that pretty easily as well.
Great price on those again, $28.48 for the Lavish oval and the label die set. That's your UK price, of course, $37.98 if you're shopping in the US. Remember, if you love these individually, you can go for them. Everything we're showing you here, though, is in that buy the show option. So as I say, if you're going along and already you've thought to yourself, well, I love those stamps, got to have those, love these dies, got to have those, you're already getting sort of towards thinking, well, actually, maybe I will just go for that whole option. Details coming up at the bottom of your screen here. £200 for everything on the show, $280, and you do get a discount for buying everything rather than putting all of the items into your basket individually. It's £12 or $13, which you will be saving. Colleen just says, beautiful cards with these Dreamies products. They are stunning, and you'll see the papers with Hayley in just a second as well. And what's so lovely is obviously we offer you, brilliant products day in, day out, but you've got something just a little bit different here. The paper's very different, the dies, those stamp sentiments are great. And wait till you see the MDF projects in just a little while as well, kind of what Dreamies are famed for, if you like. So a really, really great set of products to add to your collection. We've got the 8x8 paper pads next. Now, this is a 3-pack collection you're going to see with Hayley. You've got your Striking Posies, Tickle Pink, and then your Spring Blues. So $37.02 is the price here, $51.27. Just as we come to you as well, Hayley, we've had a question from Melanie. I know you've already touched on this, but people are always sort of dropping in all the time. She's saying, can we use Dreamies products and sentiments on projects that we make and sell?
Yes, you absolutely can. You can make as much as to your heart's content. And if you want to make and sell, obviously that is fine. We'd love for you to make some money back, and then you can spend it again on your crafty purchases, can't you?
That's it, you see. It all makes sense. You see, you make, you sell, get the money back, and then you buy some more. This is what it's all about. It keeps, producer Nicola, that is right, it keeps the crafty world turning. Now, if you saw our socials a little bit earlier, you'll have seen a little video with Hayley and also Jimmy. I know Jimmy is just outside keeping tabs and everything. For those who missed at the start of the show, because there's a few people again just coming in going, who are the Dreamies? What's this all about? Just explain again, and just explain Jimmy's role in the company, because it's very important, Jimmy, isn't he? Even though we won't see him on screen.
Yeah, he got thrown in at the deep end this morning. They came in, they were like, let's take some headshots, let's do a video for social media. I was like, off you go, Jimmy, there you go. I know he is. But basically, it's just me and Jimmy. So the two of us, we literally make all the products, we do all the packing, we do literally everything within the business. So we don't get much sleep all the time. But Jimmy mostly is cutting our MDF. So he gets it in massive sheets, he's cutting it down, making it as affordable as possible, and then laser cutting it as well, designing it all, and yeah, making sure that it's really easy to put together and it fits perfectly every single time.
Yeah, and it's all done at home as well, isn't it? You were saying
it's
all done. Did you say it's in a garage now, or like in a?
Yeah. Yeah, just an outdoor space, and yeah, he's running back and to the lasers all the time, so I don't see him much.
Bless him. I thought he was watching out there, but he's not. He's doing something much more. I think he's in a meeting or something. Anyway, Jimmy, an integral part of the Dreamies. If you want to see him, check out our socials. Let's have a look at these paper pads, though, because I say I haven't seen you for about 3 years, but MDF, always love, and your papers again are something exceptional. And I know in the video earlier you said this pad is one of your favourites.
It is, yeah. This one, whenever I put a post up on social media using the tickled pink, it's something that always gets so many more likes and so many more comments, and I think it's because it's just such a nice subtle tone. It's, again, a lot of people do like pink, it's easy to work with. And it does actually match really nicely with these silver mirror boards and grey card and things like that.
Yeah.
So in these paper pads, you're getting 48 sheets and they're double-sided. So the two that I'm showing you, if I show you on the reverse of this one, you've got the stripes that we just saw.
Yeah.
So technically, you could use 12 of this side if you prefer. Say you don't want the stripes, but the idea is that you've got 6 of each. But if you prefer one side to the other, that's absolutely fine. You can use them however you want. So we're seeing all of the 8 designs, if I can separate these sheets out. So you've got some really nice florals in here. Oh, that's the same one. I sorted these out apparently. Oh, there, I've just doubled up. This one is my absolute favourite.
Oh, wow.
And I popped that one on most of my cards. And I think it's that, especially with the white in the background, it really does just pop. And then you've got your watercolours in there as well, and some big, large florals.
So how many sheets is it per pad?
48 sheets per pad, yes.
Okay.
120 GSM, and they're also uncoated.
Excellent.
So if you do want to stamp, die cut, things like that, really easy to do.
Love that.
So then next up, we've got the striking poses.
Okay.
So this is a really vibrant one in comparison. But I mean, if you think of all your navies, your gold mirror board, if you're using maybe some of the dyes and you want to pick it up with a bit of gilding wax, it really does set it off.
I love the fact again that you've done like beautiful kind of florals, and we've seen on some of these as well, like your like watercolors, and then you've done like sort of standard patterns. So you've got a little bit of everything, and of course, if you want to then mix and match, you know, the patterns with your florals, they'll all work nicely together, won't they?
Yeah, exactly. So if you do just want to maybe make more of a male card that you don't want your florals on, you've got your stripes, got your spots for all sorts of different types of crafting. And then finally, we've got the spring blues.
Wow.
So again, a really nice, just fresh sort of colour palette. Spots again, I always put spots in my pads because I absolutely love them.
Yeah.
Use them for everything. And then we've got some kind of ditzy little prints there with some script in the background. We've got our nice pastel sort of lace in there. Oh, doubled up again. We've kind of got like a crushed,
Oh yeah.
it'd be like crushed gold, but obviously it's in blue colour there as well. So instead of your watercolour in that collection, then we've got some hydrangea heads,
Love those.
which are really, really pretty. Again, doubled up. But
It's
that's
good to see it
You
twice.
get lots.
Yeah,
you get
you
lots
do.
in the pad. Then we've got the script as well, and then some really fine hydrangea head flowers as well. So again, 48 sheets in each of those pads, and obviously you're getting all 3 of those.
And I've just done a bit of maths on that. That's 144 sheets you're getting for £37. That seems like really good value to money to me. That is really good, isn't it? 37.02 or 51.27. Nice to have the 8x8 size again, because again, you know, with us normally you get your 12x12 pads, don't you, and 6x6. Just thinking, we don't do a lot of 8x8 in size, so if that's the kind of size that you work with, again, you've got a lovely set of papers to be working with there, and a brilliant price once again too. Beautiful card, says Colleen. Alexandra says, hi Ben, and welcome back to Hayley. I can't go for too much today, but I have already ordered the 2 label sets and one of the recipe stamps as well. Well done, Alexandra. As I say, you know, if you're picking and choosing, it's going to pay to get in early. Trudy, you're asking about what MDF is. We will come on to that in just a minute. If we don't mind, I'll answer your question in just a few moments' time. And just quickly to go back, Hayley, for Linda, she says the dies that you showed look large. Do those make an 8-inch card, she's saying?
They're not quite. I can measure them for you.
Okay.
They are about 6 inches tall
Yeah.
by 4.5 inches wide.
Okay.
The oval is slightly wider, is more like 5 inches wide.
Okay, excellent. And just to talk about the MDF, which we'll come on to, Shazza says the MDF is brilliant. I bought the MDF guitar a few years ago. Remember that? She says, I took it to Australia and my daughter made it for her partner, and it's on the cupboard in the dining room. Not painted, but it does look fab. Trudy, hang fire. We will come on to the MDFs in just a little while. What we are going to have a look at next is the pickup tools. Now these are going to come in super handy. As you'll see these, hey now, the Dreamies tools are very, very snazzy. They're very cool. And what do you need when you've got all of these like little pearls and gems that you want to pick up? Pickup tools. You've got 2 in this particular bundle for $13.28 or $18.98 is the price here. And this is the white and the black, Hayley.
Yeah, of course. Right, so each of these come in a little tube. So you've got something to store it in if you want to, and then you literally just pop out the cap and tip it out there.
Yeah.
So each of them are in their own separate tube. So we've got the white and black, and they're branded Dreamies as well. So you've got a nice little Dreamies across the centre there.
Yes.
And each of them are double-ended. So this is obviously the white, and then you've got the black as well. And you've got a wax nib on one end. So what I tend to do when I get these home and they're fresh is just push the nib a little bit down. Because we're picking up pearls, that just means that the pearl's going to stick a little bit easier rather than it being a point.
Yeah.
And then on the other end, you've got your repositioning tool. So this is really handy then for just knocking your pearls back in place if you want to. But if you're doing anything like diamond art or anything like that, you can use that to pop your wax into. And it's really handy for picking up if you've got little pieces in your paper piecing back into your dies or anything like that. It's really handy to do. And then all you're going to do is just literally pop that into your pearls, and it's just going to pick that up and knock it back down. So yeah, that absolutely. It's a tool that, again, it's endless that we're supplying them, because people always come back and they say, oh, I need another one. I need it for my craft kit. I need it for my home kit. I need it for on the go,
I kind of feel they're a bit like pokey tools, aren't they, really? In the fact that you need more than one, probably like 4 or 5 is a good number.
Exactly, yeah. And it's something that you're always going to go back to. And again, it's not just for pearls. We've called it for pearls because we sell pearls, but it's for gems, obviously paper piecing, sequins, seed beads, anything like that.
Yeah, and I think if you think about the Touch of Sparkle collection that we launched here, all of the gems which you'll probably have at home right now, gems and pearls and all these different things, yeah, you might already have one, but handy to have more. And nice that you get them in the white and the black, but we've also got them in very snazzy pink and blue as well. So again, let's show you these. Same price, $13.28 is your UK price, $18.98 if you are in the US. I quite like the colours on these. I think these are the ones I'd go for, I think.
Yeah, oh, dropped it, sorry. Noisy. The blue is our best seller.
Okay.
The blue was the one, we launched all the colours more recently. The white one was the original one, but the blue one is one that people have been going for. And I would always pick the pink, but obviously blue has been more popular.
Yeah.
But again, just handy tool. And obviously all your coloured nibs do match. So when you do get replacements, which we will be bringing, you can then replace them with the same tool or slightly different colours if you prefer. But yeah, they all work in the same way. And obviously you've got that nice repositioner tool, so you can just knock them back into place if you do place them.
All of these again are in that by the show, so 4 you'll get in total if you go for that. Feel free as well to send in your pictures. I know we had such a great interactive day yesterday. If you've made any Dreamies projects over the years, feel free to send in your pictures. I know Kathy Green has just messaged saying, yes, I have the MDF gnomes and the bee things.
Oh yeah, we had a honey pot, didn't we?
I'm struggling to remember that one.
Yeah, 3D honey pot.
Did we?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. If you've got pics of any of them, send them in, and we'll do little galleries as we head through the show, because we love all of that when you send your pics in. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Now, pickup tools, brilliant, right? But wouldn't it be lovely if we had something to pick up? Well, funny you should say that. Hayley's thought of everything. Hayley and Jimmy, they are on the ball. $18.98 or $26.58 is the price next for a collection of, well, pearls, isn't it?
It is, yes. So you've got your black pearls and you've got your white pearls. So you've got about 650 in each of these wheels. And
wow.
You've got 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 and 12 mil in each.
Okay.
So you've got a good variety in there. And I mean, if I just show you, these are my ones. The largest, they are huge. So you know, for the centres of your bows or something like that, or if you are doing really large flowers, they're so pretty. And then obviously the white ones, they are like a pearly sort of finish on them, obviously being pearls. Obviously. But then if you did want to change the colour of these with your Spectrum Noirs, your alcohol pens, you could colour these in any colour that you want.
That is good to know. They are big size, those, aren't they?
Yeah, 12 mil in diameter, those ones. Yeah. And then right the way down to your tiny 4 mils, which I definitely can't pick up to.
You need a tool.
Yes, you do need the tool.
Yeah.
But in comparison, really small up to really large.
There you go. And again, you know, you're thinking about adding to your pearls that you might already have, sizes that we don't have here at Crafters, so you might want to jump in and grab them. $18.98 is the price in pounds. Dollars, you're at $26.58. Louise Burton says, I don't have a pokey tool yet. Well, definitely get yourself a pokey tool and get one of, or maybe a couple of, or maybe all of the picky up tools. There's 4 of them in total. And as we said, as we're going along, if you look at that thinking, well, what's that down there? Buy the show bundle is everything that we are showing you in one click. So if you are like filling up your basket now going, I think I'm going to buy everything, the best way to do it is one click, buy the show bundle, and you'll save an extra £12 or $13. Next up, let's have a look at some messy flowers. Beautiful die set, £12.99. If you're in the US, $17.99. Did we see these flowers on a little card earlier on?
We did, yeah. So they're in most of my demos for today.
Yeah.
So I'll just show you this one. This is them in the bottom corner here, all layered up. So look really nice once they've been layered, if you want to do 3-4 different layers, or even if you do want to do them flat, you know, if you do want to think about shipping the card, posting it or something like that, really nicely flat as well. But then this is what they look like once they've been cut out.
Wow.
And you've got really, really tiny ones there as well. So you know, if you're creating a little arrangement, maybe in a little planter or something like that, or if you're doing cherry blossom and you've got some twigs or something, you can pop those all the way up. But I really like the large ones because once you layer them up, they look so pretty, like I say, but like on this card. But there's also one on the front of your set that's in black and gold, and it's literally like black cardstock right at the front. That's the one. And then we've picked it up with a bit of gilding wax as well, and it really sets them off.
There we go. Take a look at that. That is incredible. Very pretty. I like the design of the dies as well. The flowers are perhaps a little bit more like abstract in their design.
Yeah, so once you do actually layer up a load of them, they really fill out and make kind of like a puffball sort of flower.
Yeah, absolutely. Those dies, the messy flower die set, $12.99 or $17.99 if you want to go for those individually. I know a lot of people are watching now, filling up baskets. Don't worry, we have got demos coming up today. 2 hours with Hayley in the craft house from 2 o'clock, so an hour and a half time. We just want to show you everything in this show to make sure you know exactly what is what, so you can make your decision of what you are going to buy. And we will, after we've shown you the next 2 or 3 items, have a quick break so you can get checked out, and we'll squeeze in a demo before the end of the show, so don't worry. Next up, delightful sentiment stamp set, $9.99 here in the UK, $13.99 in the US. What have we got here, Hayley?
Right, so you've got 9 little stamps in this one. So this is a really nice collection for just all your everyday sentiments, really. So you've got on your birthday, just to say hello to my friend, thinking of you, to someone special, best wishes, thank you for your kindness, especially for you, and have a beautiful day. Cute. So this is what they look like when they've been stamped out. So obviously just really nice little tags for maybe gift boxes or something like that, or just popping on your card. We saw this one a little bit earlier, but they're just popping off to the side there just as a little embellishment, or maybe if you wanted to twist it onto its side and do it like a little clothes tag or something like that, that'd be really cute as well.
That card is a brilliant example of what you've like brought us pretty much across the day today, because you've got the beautiful pearls there, haven't you? The stamp sentiment, you've got the dies, the flowers. How great does that look just in white? It's incredible.
Yeah, that's it. If you've not got much in your stash and all you've got is white cardstock or white paper stock, something like this, it's quite elegant and really quite what's the word?
Classy?
Yeah, definitely classy and quite advanced. You know, if you're thinking of, you're just fresh starting out, you can still make something look really lovely like this just with your white card.
Oh, I love that.
And especially if you've got your inks, then you just put a bit of ink on the edge of the petals, pink, blue, whatever, it really sets it off.
It's like classy, advanced looking card making done easy. That's what it is. That's what it is. If you like the sentiment stamp set, £9.99 or $13.99. Hello, Diane. He says, these samples are beautiful. Robin McMorris says, I really love these designs. And Susie T. Hello, Susie. She says, good morning from New Orleans. You up early, Susie? Super early. She says, I love Dreamies. I'm so excited to see everything that Hayley has brought. We're almost through it all. Well, actually, we're not. We've got quite a bit more to show you. And then we'll go for a break. Next up, Sisal. 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 Do you say Sisal or Sisal? Let us know in the comments. £19.99, $26.99. I've not seen Sisal in craft for such a long time, but it's a really handy sort of component to have, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Do you know, every time, I think Craig might have said it yesterday, whenever we bump into each other at Hobby Maker or something, he'll always steal it out of my bin, because I'll take extra with me, and then if I don't use it, I've obviously got loads, and I'm pretty like, what's the word? careless with it.
Oh, right, careless, yeah.
So then I'll just put it on the side, forget about it, and then Craig's just gone round and he's just like, oh, I'll steal that.
Great.
He's welcome to.
Yeah, oh, he's welcome to. That's
of
fine.
Of course,
then.
everybody's welcome to. Anything I leave behind, just take it, it's fine.
He'll be in it. He's coming in a minute. He'll be in. You don't leave that there. You'll be nicking it. We've got loads of different colours here, haven't you, in this collection?
Yes. So this is kind of your essential part of the bundle. So you've got a nice black in there, and it's a proper black as well.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking haunted houses, Halloween cards, things like that, like spider web, great.
Love that idea.
Then you've got your natural, so you're getting 20 grams of each, and just imagine how lightweight this is. You're getting so much in each of these bags. And then we've got the grey as well. So with your natural, if you did want to put any colours on there, tint it, you can do. All of them will take your glitter sprays if you want to make it a little bit fancier.
Yeah.
Then we've kind of got our festive part of the bundle. So as Christmas comes round, you've got your gorgeous red in there.
Nice.
We've got a nice golden colour as well. And then we've got the hazel brown. So I use the brown quite a lot, especially if you're using craft card or something like that, it really ties in nicely. And then you've got your pastel part of the bundle, which is your pink, you've got your lilac, and you've got your teal as well.
So where do you, for people perhaps who are fairly new and haven't seen Sisal in craft before, where do you sort of tend to use your Sisal?
Well, just as a little sneak peek, this isn't a finished sample. This is what I'm actually going to be making.
Wow.
I've stuck it inside my little watering can.
Okay.
Then I think, do you know what? I bet all of my samples with it on are on the set. But underneath my flowers, so if you imagine maybe this card here, I've got a little bit of the natural here, and what I would do with that is just pop it underneath. Yeah, that's perfect. Pop it underneath where my flowers are. So again, in my crate here, filled the inside, and I use it as a base. So you know, if you've not got leaves or you've not got little bits of moss or anything to pop in there, just as a base underneath where your flowers are, it just adds a little bit of texture, dimension to them, and just fills out the area. We'll be using it on, I think, all of my demos as we're coming up, so you'll get to see a lot of it.
Yeah, it's a really lovely bundle, and again, a nice element to add to your crafty stash. So the 9-piece selection in all those different colours, £19.99, $26.99. Our Rachel was saying I have some of the bunny stamp sets from when Dreamies were last here. Jeannie says, Hayley's cards are so classy and very sweet. She really is a very good crafter for sure. I love seeing her projects. And yes, Robin, don't worry, we will be getting the Sisal out later on. We've got obviously this show later as well, Craft House, so we'll be seeing that in lots more detail for you in just a little while. The final item, I think this is the final item, isn't it? Yes. The final item to make up your Buy the Show bundle is the set of 3 MDF mini projects. £20.97 in the UK, US price is $28.99. For those of you that know Dreamies and follow Dreamies, need no introduction to MDF. But for those, Hayley, who are perhaps new to you today and are thinking, like, I've had a question from someone even saying, what is MDF? What have we got here? What is it? What's it all about?
Right, so we've actually got 2mm MDF, so that's the depth of the sheets. So it's really quite thin for you to construct with, really nice and sturdy though. So even though it's that thin, it's not like cardstock or anything, it's still really solid.
Yeah.
And you've got all of your pieces. So these are cut on a laser, and each piece is precision cut. Jimmy's designed it on a computer, it outputs on our laser, and all of these pieces fit together perfectly. So this is our mini crate. So you're getting 3 projects in this, and you can see you've also got all of your instructions.
So does that just literally push out of the frame like you would if you had like a topper pad in cardstock?
Yes. So you've got a little couple of notches. So you literally just push it out and all those pieces release. So you've got a mini crate, so that is this item.
That's so cool.
So these are obviously all in blank MDF. We will be making them up in actual coloured paper and things like that as well. You can paint them. The best thing about MDF is that you do get absolutely everything that you can throw at it.
Yeah.
You can throw waxes at it, embossing powders, paints. You can even colour on it if you want to.
And paper it as well?
Yeah, absolutely paper it. That's my favourite thing to do. But yeah, it's also, you can take it back off. So you know, if you cover it with paper and you go, I don't like that design, just peel it off, sand it back, and you can start fresh. So this next one is our mini watering can.
So cute, this.
So this one is what you can make here. So again, all the instructions, like I say, are in the sheet there, so you know exactly what you're going to do. And if you do have any trouble as well, our contact details are on there. It's me or Jimmy you speak to. So yeah, we can get back to you and help you out if you need it.
I love that. So you're the customer service as well.
Literally everything.
You do it all. This is brilliant.
Yep, we packed the pallet up to send here. we don't have a warehouse. So then your last one is a mini lantern. So again, these two, the large ones are A4 sheets, but then the little one was kind of just shy of an A5 sheet. And this one, all I've done is just popped a bit of vellum behind it. But you've got a working door, so if you've got some little lights, you can pop them in there. And it will hang. I've just lost a little hanging tab on mine, but that's this piece on your sheet here. So you can just hang it, and it'll be a really nice little lighting section. You know, if you wanted to string a few together, you can make them into like fairy lights. It's so cute.
And they are easy to put together, aren't they?
Super easy, yeah. We're going to put together the watering can hopefully in this hour, but I've got one of each of them so you can see how easily they go together.
Yeah, you don't need like a woodwork degree or anything like that to put these together. There's a little handle I've got on mine, by the way, in case you're wondering, and this is an idea of what they look like when they're papered. So if you're buying buy the show bundle, obviously you can do this as well. Use those beautiful papers to paper up. There's a little butterfly in there. Just before we go for a quick break, Robin, let's just quickly show you, because I know you've got some in that little crate there. Can you just show her what the Sisal looks like?
Yeah, of course.
She's not quite sure what it is.
So this is quite a fair bit of it, to be honest. You probably wouldn't need it, but you can see it's so fine, so much movability in it, and it adds a lot of texture. But even if you wanted to maybe lay it flat on a sheet, spritz it, you'd make a pattern with it. So just think of it as making backgrounds, but also obviously as the embellishment itself. And really, all I'd be putting on a card is probably about that much. Mm-hmm. So imagine how much you're getting with your 20-gram bundle. This is next to nothing that I'm using. And then I would literally just lay it flat on my table, and then I've got some flowers here that we're going to make up, and just layer my flowers on top of it. So it's going to add like a little bit of a base to them and really fill out that collection of a bouquet of flowers.
Let me tell you, we spent a good 40 minutes going through everything, which I think was definitely worthwhile doing. There are demos to come, don't you worry. We're going to get a demo in this show, and then 2 hours with Hayley later on. As predicted, people are now starting to shop. Now you've seen everything. The buy the show option, if you want that, lots of people have already taken advantage, and I'll be clear with you here. I'll be very clear. I'm not going to mess about. We have got less than already 30 buy the show options available. Right, so if you want everything at the best price, then you need to be really thinking about getting that, I would say, in this show, because it's going to go. £200 or $280 gets you everything that you've just seen with the biggest saving. And let me stress that again. If you are doing that, if you think, oh, I love everything, don't put everything in your basket individually, because you're going to pay more. Go for the one-click option, buy the show bundle, and you'll save that extra £12 or $13. So let's get you to checkout. Keep the questions coming in. Anything you want to ask Hayley about any of the goodies. If you're brand new to Dreamies, if you're new to craft indeed, and you're not quite sure about anything, let's make it a nice and interactive day. If you've got any pictures of Dreamies products that you've made over the years, do send those in as well. But more importantly than that, let's get you to the checkout. We'll have a short break and we'll come back and we'll do a quick demo with Hayley. And then unbelievably, that'll be the first hour done. It's flown over. We'll see you back here in about 4 minutes.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty program today and receive 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits to joining Club Inspire include special members-only sales, and you can receive discounts or exclusive access to products, and even free gifts. You will receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro that you spend. And the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. See if you can craft your way up to our ultimate Club Inspire tier, Platinum, where you'll enjoy the very best discounts and rewards that we offer. As you keep climbing through the club, you can actually reach Platinum Plus and even Platinum for life. The more points you collect, the more you will be rewarded within our amazing special Club Inspire community. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
My favourite part is the interaction we can have with lovely presenters. The laughter and the giggles and the dressing up and the jokes.
Really fun and really good, and sometimes the only laugh you will get when you're not feeling well.
The personal connection with the presenters and the demonstrators.
The inspiration and clear instruction is patiently presented.
I love everyone that I have come to know on Crafters TV.
Well, we got two comedians, Dan and Craig. They're not comedians really, they're brilliant.
Presenters are great. Demonstrators are great.
Number one is the enjoyment I get from watching Ben and all of the demonstrators making the projects.
You are all so down to earth and genuine people, always willing to share and help.
Personal connection with everyone that's involved in Crafters TV.
For me, they have become my friend, creating a personal connection and making you feel part of a crafting family.
And get me a chuckle. It just feels like you're right there in my living room.
Hello, my name is Christine Mahoney. I love Crafters TV for so many reasons. Number one is the enjoyment I get from watching Ben and all of the demonstrators making the projects. That's what sells me on buying the products, because they show us how to use them. I love all of the products and all of the paper pads, of course, and everyone involved in Crafters TV and Crafters Companion. And of course the interaction with all of the people that write in. I met some of my best friends for life from Crafters TV, so thank you very much. So, cheers to my favorite crafting company of all time. You bring me such joy, like the taste of this fine red wine. The products, the people, and Crafters TV bring me joy, make me happy, and you're all family to me. I love you all so very much. Now let's all stay in touch. Cheers.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for all the love coming through. Very busy, lots of people shopping, lots of people watching as well. Robin says, I'm going to buy some of that Sisal for next year's Wicket Easter baskets. Yes, very handy to have. And also, the MDF collection as well. I mean, I would imagine, I'm sure you said at the start of the show, actually, these little baskets or little crates for Easter.
Yeah.
I mean, how cute.
You know, if you're doing a little pamper bundle as well,
and
you just put some little travel bottles of things in, or even the small alcohol bottles or something like that as you're doing as a little gift. Yeah, really handy little crate that. It's quite a good size in like the footprint as well of what you can fit in there.
And I love the fact on this one as well, you've even like just stamped out that one of the sentiments on there, one of the recipes for a colorist. Louisa says, love the show today, learning something new. And Linda says, the watering can is so cute. Well, funnily you should say about the watering can. That's what we're going to look at, Linda, in the final few minutes of this show. As always, we are live and interactive, so if there's anything in particular that you want to see in the craft house in an hour's time, do feel free to ask, and if we can, we certainly will. Left that on the screen, there's less than 30 of those to go round, but let's squeeze in a quick demo. For those of you wondering about MDF, how hard is it? It's this hard.
This is where I fluff it up.
I can't do it.
Right, so I've started to pop all of my little pieces out. You do get full instructions, obviously, for these, but really simple. You just literally push those pieces out.
Yeah.
You've also got a couple of little floral embellishments. So on the actual blank watering can that we showed you earlier, we've just stuck those on the side.
Yeah.
You don't have to use them with this kit if you don't want. Pop them on your card making, anything like that is fine. So what we would suggest, so originally when I constructed this, Jimmy had cut it, and I was just like, I was trying to stick them all in one at a time and then get them all into the lid at the same time. And then Jimmy decided he'd have a go, and he came up with a much better way to do it.
Right.
So it's super simple. What you're going to do is you're going to take all of these slat pieces.
Yeah.
So this one is your handle, and this one is your spout.
Right.
And then the rest of them are all blank, so it doesn't matter where them ones go. So these two, you just want to make sure you put opposite each other. So what we're going to do is I'll pop a little bit of glue in there. Hopefully it will stick in time, but just hold it in place if it's just as you're putting it together at home.
What sort of glue are you using here?
I'm just literally using a white PVA, so your white collal glue or anything like that is perfect for it. So we've just added a bit of glue there, and then this is your lid as well. So this is the top of the watering can. So I'm just going to add some glue on the underside of here as well, just in between all of these pieces. So this is where all those little tabs are going to attach to. So what we're going to take then is I'm going to go for my handle one, and we're going to pop that in one side.
Yeah.
And then we want this little piece at the top here where the arch is.
Yeah.
At that end as well. So then we're going to do one into the top, one into the bottom as we go all the way round. Because what I did is I popped them all into the bottom and then tried to get them all into the top at the end at the same time, and that was really more difficult than it needed to be.
Right, okay.
So this I found is the best way, because it can be a little bit fiddly. Obviously it's a mini project. It's super simple once you get the hang of it, but you can see how easily all of these are just slotting in place.
Yeah, so our tacky glue is what you want to be using here.
Yeah, that's perfect.
These. There are, just to keep you updated, there's only 24 now by the show bundles remaining. So if you want the best value, then there's 24 chances left to grab that. And I think more people will shop in the break as well. As I say, particularly for people who haven't seen Dreamies before and seen these MDF kits, actually. As I say, I love the fact that they're quite dinky this time around as well. And you said earlier on that a lot of people are quite liking the smaller builds, as it were.
That's it. You know, I love MDF and I love lots of decorations and things. But if you're thinking about maybe you have got to store this, maybe you adore decoration, but we've all got to dust it, haven't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the smaller the item, the less storage space that's going to take up. I've slightly moved, so these have popped out a little bit. But make sure you're holding that really sturdy as you go all the way round.
Yeah.
And popping these pieces and just slotting those little pieces in there. But yeah, the dinky ones, especially if you are just starting out, it's not too daunting.
No.
Just something quite small, and then we're just going to give that a wiggle. Oh, I've lost one from the bottom there. Get that into place. And then there we go. So that is now all constructed and nice solid piece there.
Brilliant, yeah.
So make sure you let that set. This is a little bit rickety at the moment because the glue's not set, but you can also fill these top pieces in with glue. So if you want to add even more stability, you can just literally pop glue all the way around and then rub it in place.
Is this weird as well? And I say this because, you know, I feel like we've known each other for a long time. I love, because I can smell it from here, I love the smell of your MDF kits.
Do you know, that's what... I didn't catch her name, the girl that took our pictures first thing, Jade, yeah. She came in, she was just like, I remember you from last time, you smelt really good.
The smell's amazing, it's so good. I love it. I can smell it over here, it's such a lovely smell.
That's it, when the samples come in and you open the box and it's just MDF, we're like fumes.
Yeah. So for those of you who love to sniff your paper pads, this is next level MDF, I tell you what.
So then we've just got a little ring, and because I've covered all that in glue, doesn't matter because that's going to pop over and hide all of those workings, so you're not going to see any of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I've moved it. I told you my glue's not set.
And obviously you'd have a bit more time here than Hayley.
Yeah, absolutely.
So under time pressure.
Yeah, you're doing it and being careful at home, aren't you?
Yeah.
So then your little spout, you've just got a little lug on there, so that's going to pop in there and it's going to hook in place. So that's not even going to move.
Yeah.
So you can glue that in place, obviously, as well. And then on this side, we've got our handle to pop in too.
Cute.
Obviously, glue that one in place, otherwise it will just fall out like that. So we're just adding a little dab of glue on there. Now, you don't need anything particular in terms of glue. Like you say, just the wet glue, white glue is fine, working for your wood there. And then we've got a handle for on the top slots as well.
I've just seen Louise's message, and I was going to ask you about this, but she says, my little boy hates doing anything to do with art, but I think he would love these kits. These are kid-friendly as well, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. They're obviously, small pieces, so just be careful. And
supervise.
Yeah, supervise. But yeah, absolutely, they'd be perfect for kids. Super simple, and especially their little fingers as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Getting all the little slots, easy, yeah. So then we've got a little, it's kind of like a little button piece there, and then we've just got our spout there as well, so that just then sticks on the top of here.
Cute.
So
yeah, our producer Nicola's is saying so cute and very easy to put
when
together.
You see it, you sort of go, oh, is that going to be easy enough?
Yeah.
But obviously that was super quick to put together. And then my blue one, all I did is just paint it beforehand. So you can paint it afterwards if you want to, because again, it's all outer shape. So if you've got a small brush, you could so easily construct in the wood and paint afterwards, no problem. I just tend to do it beforehand, just so that I get in all the nooks and crannies.
Do you need to like prime it, you put gesso on it or anything like that, or not really?
I'm too lazy.
Yeah.
A lot of people, yeah, if you put a white gesso on there, it works perfectly, or a PVA or something, just as a base for it. But I tend to just go for a couple of layers of paint. And a lot of the time it's tester pots.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's a good idea, actually.
So you don't even have to buy necessarily just art paints. So obviously you can get some gorgeous ones, and if you want to put your mica powders on there, you want to put your gilding waxes or anything.
Would our Spectrum Noir alcohol pens work as well?
Yes, they would. And if you're going to do that, make sure you do a gesso base, because then if you put the colours on here, they can wash out a bit. So if you've got a white base on there, that's perfect. Yeah, you can colour with them as well.
Oh, I love that. Do you know what, out of all of them, I'm so glad you demoed that, because exactly what you said. When I saw them earlier, I thought that would probably be the most tricky one to put together, and you've done that in like 4 minutes.
Yeah. So then I was just going to decorate with some of our papers as well.
Yeah.
So I've just got a strip of the paper from the Spring Blues, and all I'm going to do is just attach it into our spout here. We can always carry on at 2.
Yeah, you've got loads of time.
So I'm just adding a dab of hot glue, and we're just going to attach this strip to here. And then we're going to go all the way round and thread that through the handle as well, just to add a nice little decorative strip across there. And then we're going to stick some flowers on it, hopefully, but we might run out of time.
Like you say, we can always come back to it later on.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Sizel out the spout, someone says.
So then, just to trim that off, I'm just going to take my craft knife.
Oh, it's Rosalind who said that. I've just seen that message come through. You could have some sisal coming out of the spout holes looking like water. I love that.
So then, did you want me to carry on? Have we got time?
Well,
or we can finish at 2?
Stick the flower on.
Right, so I've just got some of the messy flowers then, and again, die cut out of that patterned paper, and we've just got 4 of those, and I'm just going to use my ball tool just to lift those up in the centre there, just on a foam mat.
Yeah.
Layer the 4, and then we can pop that on, and then we can finish again, like we say, at 2 with these. We've got a few more flowers to pop on. So popping that all layered up there.
This is why you need to buy the show, you see. You need all of these components, need all the elements.
So we've got a really nice floral element there, and then we're just going to pop that onto the side. Obviously, I've got a little bit of Sisal inside that watering can, but then I was going to pop some underneath the base as well for it, so you can finish it off however you fancy.
I mean, come on. This is absolutely incredible, isn't it? Everything works perfectly together. It's almost like the Dreamies have thought about it, isn't it, really? Like how it all works perfectly together. Come on in, Hayley. Melody says, I couldn't resist. My order is in. Lots of you said that you've ordered during this show. Tara was just saying, I love the MDF products from Dreamies. They are such great value for money and very well designed. Grab this collection, the Shop the Show, if you can. Obviously, everything is available individually, but we've got, I think, less now than 24 of these. Just heard producer Nicola saying it's very busy at the end of the show. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Should we do it again in an hour?
Yeah, go on then.
Looking forward to it, but shop now, please, and then you can ask all the questions, ask for requests and demos, whatever, and we'll have a fun couple of hours in the Craft House in just an hour's time. But massive thank you to Hayley. Thank you to you guys for watching. Get checked out now, and we'll meet you back here. In the meantime, once this is finished, refresh your feed, and Craig will meet you for a brilliant show on the template library for an hour. We'll see you in an hour. Until then, bye for now.